Welcome to Martian TV. I'm your host, The Wizard, and we got some crazy things to talk about today, man. I'm scared, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm sad, man. Like, I want you to check this clip out, and I want you to tell me what you think.
Aliens exist, and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives. Now, this former head of a branch of Israel's defense ministry is 87. He was very well respected, at least until now. And he said all this in an interview with an Israeli newspaper in Hebrew, but it's really taken off after parts of it were published in English by the Jerusalem Post today. He says he's come forward now in the hope that his news will be accepted as true. He notes that if he'd made these claims 5 years ago, he would have been hospitalized, but now he says, I've got nothing to lose. Well, so far, President Trump has not tweeted about this, though remember a year ago, he did set up the Space Force as the fifth branch of the US Armed Forces. Well, we did ask the White House, the Department of Defense and Israeli officials to comment. So far, they have not responded to the NBC News request, and I wonder if they ever will.
So the chief of space defense, the Israeli chief of space defense, Chaim Eshed, just publicly disclosed that the US government has had ongoing contact with advanced extraterrestrial life forms. All right, some kind of like intergalactic federation. All right, Eshed claims that these federations or federation has been waiting for Earth to come up with, to understand space. All right, like I assume they mean like to develop spacefaring technology. So like, funny enough, ironically, around that same time, we're talking about like December 9th, 2020, like this month. Around that same time, like the Trump administration announces the Space Force. All right, like we're going to space. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. Like, why are we going to space? Like, who are we trying to fight? I mean, I never heard of nothing like that, but that's like an extra branch that just got introduced into the US government, and I don't know why, I don't know what that's for, you know what I'm saying? But it's just ironic. I mean, so he's also claiming that the US government has been working with these extraterrestrials, all right, in an underground base on, guess where? Mars. Hey man, Elon Musk, they beat you to it. They beat you to it, bro. They beat you to Mars. The U.S. government is already there. Apparently they got underground bases. They got underground bases, man. Like, what I don't understand though, man, is like, why would somebody want to even go to Mars? Like, yo, if you're scared of some kind of cataclysmic event happening, some extinction event, why don't you just spend your money trying to like help, stop that? Like, why don't you spend your money trying to stop poverty? Why don't you spend your money trying to stop crime? Instead of spending your money trying to go to Mars, man. But anyway, man, no, shout out to, that's just what I'm thinking. Shout out to Elon Musk, man. All right, so anyway. Now, like the US government or the media outlets in America, disclosing, UFOs and extraterrestrials, Yeah, that's nothing new. That's been going on for years, man. But like, what's new about this? What's different? And by the way, they're calling this like the year of disclosure. You know what I'm saying? The year of disclosure, 2020. You know what I'm saying? What they're talking about is like, this is like a mainstream news outlet right now that is disclosing, you know what I'm saying, this event, all right? As in like Disclosure Project, you know? The Disclosure Project, by the way, was like hosted by a dude named Stephen Greer about like 10 years ago, where he got public officials all over the world and they got them in one room, and every one of them is talking about how they have had contact or they have had evidence that extraterrestrial life forms exist. Look it up, disclosureproject.com, Stephen Greer, all right? So like the implications of alien life existing out there, man, are like really, you know, profound. I mean, we're no longer the big dogs in the dog pound, you know? We no longer get to be the dominant species in our galactic domain. Could our cosmic destiny be kind of orchestrated by a race of superior or more technologically advanced life forms? Like, you know what I'm saying? Really? Like, we're just puppets in this universe. And there are these superior life forms who are the puppeteers. Maybe that's what this is, man. Like, that's why this is so crazy. Are we just subject to the whims of these extraterrestrials? Are extraterrestrial overlords like servants or slaves? Or is there like a more optimistic way of looking at it, man? Like, is there a better way to see it? You know? The doomsday clock, for those of you who don't know, that's like something that ticks till 12 o'clock, and it determines how close we humans are at nuclear annihilation. It's been closer to 12 o'clock being nuclear annihilation, than it's ever been before since the Cuban Missile Crisis. All right, so we humans are about to destroy ourselves. All right, like we're at the verge of self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is a blessing. Maybe there is a species out there that's just gonna stop us animals from killing each other. Maybe there are some superior beings out there that's gonna save us from ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Could these Martians be our only hope for survival? These extraterrestrials? I don't know. But let me know what you think. Comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to like if you really like this video, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Mars_TV. Thank you for tuning in, and I am the Wizard.
Aliens exist, and President Trump knows about it.